Emmett Till, A Part in Civil Rights. Emmett Till summary. 14-year-old boy from Chicago, born July 25th, 1941. Died August 28th, 1955. Parents Mammy Till and Louis Till. While his mom let him visit his uncle in Money, Mississippi, Emmett and some friends hung out at this liquor store where Emmett would make jokes about how the worker was his girlfriend, and he would talk to her as a dare, in which he was accused of whistling at her. The woman who worked here ended up being the owner of the store's wife, and would hear the news as it spreaded as lightning across the town. This slide is about Rob Bryant and his half-brother, and they decided to teach the young boy a lesson, so decided to meet up at 2 a.m. because he felt like his wife was assaulted badly by the incident. This is like the reporters and news of what happened. Moose Wright would then tell reporters what happened next Sunday morning about at 2:30. Someone called at the door, and I said, "Who is it?" He said, "It's Mr. Bryant. I would like to talk to you and the boy." And when I opened the door, there was a man standing with a gun in one hand and the flashlight in the other. The men forced their way into Emmett's bedroom where he was sleeping and took him into the car. Then the men beat up him with rage and found a picture in his wallet of a white woman and shot him in the head, threw his body in the river where his body was found a few days later. This is the river where they found the body. A fisherman found his body 3 days later in the Tallahatchie River, which, to surprise of many, the men were charged with kidnapping and murder. This is about their trial in court. The trial was held in an all-white courtroom, and despite ample evidence, it lasted only 1 week. Quote unquote, the case was lost before it began. In the closing remarks, one of the attorneys told the jurors, "Every last one of you Anglo-Saxons have the courage to set these men free," quote unquote. On September 23rd, 1955, the jury declared Bryant and Millen innocent after only deliberating for 1 hour. This is where it was an open casket, which was Emmett Till's funeral. Mammy Till held an open casket funeral so for people around the world can see, quote unquote, what they did to my boy. He had a bullet hole in his head, and his face was battered to no recognition, and his body was decomposing after several days in the river. Emmett's case inspired a new movement. As you can see, Martin Luther King and all these people that the new movement was inspired by. Slide 10, Emmett's trial was over, but we as Negroes should never forget its meaning. The fact that Millen and Bryant show us tremendous job we face to bring complete democracy to our nation. Negroes and other clear-thinking Americans must combine their efforts to press for freedom and equality in both political and legal challenges. Slide 11 is a picture of Emmett Till and his two friends. And when Emmett Till was at gunpoint from two strangers, he was challenged by Millen, saying, quote unquote, "You still good as I am?" Emmett's response to this was, "Yeah." The case was the main reason that many African Americans acted out as to what they felt was the American dream. Equality. My works cited is right here. Crow Chris Getting Away with Murder, the True Emmett Till Case. New York Phyllis Fogelman Books, 2003 print. The Lynching of Emmett Till, quote unquote, The History of Jim Crow, is on the web, 5th of April, 2011. That's my summary on Emmett Till, presentation on Emmett Till, and a part of civil rights. Thank you very much.